Hello everybody, Princess the Bear here, and we're back at Jambo House at Animal Kingdom Lodge for
the thing we have been begging for the most on this channel for the last like 2 years. Jiko is open. Oh my god.
It's time for Jiko.
Where's my jamming?
We've waited for so long. It's one of our favorite restaurants on the property. It has been almost 2 years since this place was open, and it's time to celebrate. So we're about to go ape wild and probably throw my wallet in this area back here.
It's true. A special occasion calls for special ears. So
let's go here.
Be sure to save the animals.
You heard the girl.
And eat the plants.
Maybe this time.
Eat your veggies, peoples.
Are you?
I'm just on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm probably like a 13. Excited. I'm just watching them set up.
It's just over there. You're almost there.
It's just making me happy. And it's making me so happy.
Almost there.
Kelly, she'll show you in. Welcome.
Hello. Good evening.
The old host app, which is the last time.
Hello, welcome.
There's only one door we open on each side.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, so my name is Kelly and I'm going to be taking care of you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
So excited.
Very excited.
Very.
And I will grab some waters for you. Do you like any bottled water or is tap okay?
That's fine.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
So this is an Ethiopian tradition so that you have nice clean hands for your meal.
Your hand is
Smells so good too.
It does.
Rose water.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Nice fresh hand towels. I don't know my hands have ever smelled this clean. It's nice that they're keeping like the Ethiopian traditions. I don't get excited about restaurants near as often as the Princess does, but I am excited.
Any dietary restrictions,
The jungle punch. Ooh. It's pineapple-y, it's sweet, and more bear's jam than mine, so I'm gonna give it 2 out of 5 pineapples. If you are a pineapple person, this is your drink.
I said I was thinking about getting the old-fashioned, but instead I got clapped into the jungle punch. It's like all the things I love. It's vanilla and pineapple infused vodka with more pineapple juice, chipotle. How could I go wrong? A little pineapple on top.
I know, right? Yeah.
Is it actually today?
It is actually today. I know, it's crazy. I know.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Spring back memories like those little barrel drinks when I was a kid at the corner store.
Oh, I'm sure.
Maybe I'm too old.
And even now,
This is good.
look out late, it's really hard to do, so
Yeah.
I'm glad
I use a picture of this. Maybe an extra shot of vodka. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Pinotage.
Cheers to saving wolves with every glass of wine. It's got some beautiful, vibrant cherry notes to it that I absolutely love. Very aromatic. It's not acidic. I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 5 painted wolves. This is definitely my go-to wine at home. The Den specifically.
This place is like one of the favorite places we've done wine tasting. I don't think it was the first place we did wine tasting, but like this is a place that definitely got the Princess and myself hooked on Southern African like Pinotage wines. And Painted Wolf is the Princess's absolute favorite. So if you want to send her some, we have a P.O. box. I'm kidding. Maybe not, because it's expensive. It's definitely like those berry notes and.
Presentation is stunning and tasty and better, so definitely recommend those two. As far as our entrees, our most popular is going to be the buffalo fillet.
taste the alcohol in the back end. But it's got like some texture to it. It's like different layers of berries, but it's very good. A very strong fruit flavor, but nothing like overpowering. If you like a medium red with some body to it, this is your thing. 4 out of 5 plus.
I know.
Infusion friture with sesame seeds, and then our Jiko butter topped with black sea salt.
Beautiful looking breadboard. We need a breadboard at home. We just need a lot of boards. Our other Princess Charcuterie board. We need a breadboard. I love the unique breads you get all over Animal Kingdom Lodge. This is a rice-topped sort of Egyptian flatbread.
That one's rice topped.
Wow, like a Egyptian flatbread. It's nice and warm, fresh made in house. You can tell they didn't store buy this with a little bit of Jiko's butter, which looks like some like black salt on top. Oh, it's nice and fluffy. I have so missed this place. Definitely enough. A nice whipped butter with that black salt on top. It gives it a nice deep flavor and taste. It doesn't feel like a store-bought margarine or that is actual like nice whipped butter. It's a nice detail. It's 3.5 out of 5 plus. This big boy. This could be like a lunch for the princess if it was vegan. Like, look at this. We'll just do the. I know you people like to see things torn apart. Nice and fluffy on the inside. Yes. Use my knife like a civilized bear. Eat. Don't worry, I brought magic pills this time. Think like Hawaiian roll Disney without the sweetness, with the savory of like that black salt butter. That is by far my favorite. 4.5 out of 5 plus. Animal Kingdom Lodge's bread game is literally unbeatable.
Our favorite friend, the gluten-free vegan roll. It's hot. It's like burning my hands right now. It's cooked very well. They don't have earth balanced butter, so we're just gonna do the oil jam. It's no Yachtsman or Turf Club enhanced gluten-free vegan roll. It's just, you know, your normal run-of-the-mill. If you're not vegan, bread service is for you. If you're vegan, it's a sad, sad day. But, you know, Jiko's always been like that. Like, even in the before times, they had these beautiful bread services, but it was never vegan. So, can't hate on it. 2.5 out of 5 breads.
I always said that these gluten-free vegan rolls are best when they're hot. And if you get it cold, just do yourself a favor, don't eat it. Now when they're warm though, they're passable enough. It's a standard dinner roll.
So you want to do them nicer?
They still fare on the dense side. They're perfectly tasty. Not fantastic. I wouldn't run out in the store and buy like a ton of these, but it's decent bread. 2.5 out of 5 plus.
We had this most beautiful quinoa salad, pomegranate seeds, dragonberry, baby carrots, cashew cream. I'm here for this. This is not a salad I can toss. This is not going to toss my salad, you guys. I'm just gonna have to, I don't know. I gotta princess this with a knife and fork. Just lately, it's just been, you know, toss and cut your own salad. It's these days. So I'm just gonna take, Oh, and gotta have that pomegranate seed because the Persian in me would be mad if I didn't eat that pomegranate seed. Beautifully seasoned, incredibly perfect, not earthy, but I really feel like I just walked through a garden and just picked the most freshest of fruits and vegetables to eat all together. The vinaigrette is like the perfect blend for this salad. I am floored because I thought, this just looks like a decorative salad. It doesn't look like sustenance. But it is. It's very good. It's like 4 out of 5 level. I'm really surprised. Next to the quinoa cakes at Whispering Canyon, I'm going to say this is like my second favorite quinoa dish on Disney property. This is like some beautiful-ish that every single person should try. 1000%. Come to Jiko and try this. It's very delicious.
I like a good alternative salad. Dropping the leaves for something more grain-based like quinoa. It's a nice touch. It feels like just literally like a lay of the land. You have the different fruits in here. There's tomatoes. There's the sort of rolled zucchini. The cashew cream, like this is like a salad where I don't even know where to start. It just looks so inviting that I want to try a little bit of everything here. Some of that, some of the insides of this. I also want some of this pomegranate. This looks delightful. I was worried about the texture, going from the quinoa and cashew cream to like the pomegranate. But it all works together rather nicely. It's a very earthy salad, not like dirt tasting, but like down to earth, like that sort of like, vegetable level. The cashew cream is a nice touch. It's savory. It's not too overpowering. And it helps well with like trying to pick up some of like the smaller grains of the quinoa. Cashew cream helps perfectly with that. I think this is the top tier salad. You're plant-based? This is worth getting. No meat, beautifully displayed. 4 out of 5 plus. This might even fill some of you up. So at the recommendation of our server, I got the wild boar tenderloin, which is nice chunks of wild boar on top of like a polenta type grain with some with a chutney on here. And like a beautiful, I think that was like a onion-based broth at the bottom. This looks so inviting. Look at the char on this meat. That looks beautiful. Let's see, we go back here on this side. And we're gonna get a little cut of this wild boar. Cooked medium rare. All nice and pink. Let's get a little bit of the chutney. A little bit of this grain. It's all nice and creamy. That's a beautiful looking fork right there. We'll find one more inviting. The chutney has a little bit of spice to it. With the creaminess of the grain and then the wild boar. Definitely some of the best wild boar I've had on property. Better than even we had when I went back to the Festival of the Arts and got the wild boar cassoulet. This is wild boar. Like, it's not gamey, it's flavored well, the char is beautiful. I would say if you're a meat eater and you like more gamey, different types of meat, like not so much a beef person, this is worth getting. 5 out of 5 quads to go on Bare Necessities list.
It's unfortunate.
Bear's Old Fashioned, I feel like his glass is a little small, but it is like a specialty Old Fashioned. It's not your traditional Old Fashioned. It's a little strong on the liquor for me. I don't like that aftertaste. It's like something about like vanilla gives me like that coconut taste in the back end, and I'm not a fan of that. It's definitely like vanilla, but it tastes coconutty to me. So not my jam. I'm gonna give it like a 2 out of 5 bourbons. I'll stick to the wine.
In truth, the princess has nobody to blame for this for herself. It has been her in every restaurant we go to pushing me to try the old fashions. I was never an old fashioned person before we started this channel, and even halfway through doing these videos, never interested. Now, I see one, I'm interested. And this is their African old fashioned. Nice little orange peel. We have like a blackberry at the end. No, cherry. Got a nice deep smell to it. Ooh. The bourbon pour on this could light a fire in my soul. 4.5 out of 5 claws. It's not Topolino's old-fashioned level, but it's close. It's very close.
You're welcome. So for everything on here, we have our golden lentils. This is the Kachumbari that's made out of tomatoes, onions, cilantro, and then olive oil. This is our stewed greens, the pickled papaya, mushroom Dura Wat, and then we have our rosewater harissa. That's going to be a little bit spicy.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is our vegan option. This is what I've been waiting so long for. Injera is my jam. This is a beautiful bread. It is sour, so if you're not a sour bread person, you may not like Injera. Now they made like these little Injera pancakes, basically, little tiny Injeras. Usually you get like Injera bigger than my head, or like big rolls. So I'm just gonna take like little pieces because there isn't really a lot of, I mean there is a lot of options. So I'm gonna start with the most intriguing one, which is this lentil option right here. And I don't feel right eating with Injera without my hands. So if you think this is wrong, eat with your hands. The green lentils are bomb. It almost reminds me of like an ali cha, but not. It's not like a stewy. It's seasoned beautifully. I love that. So far, that's my favorite. I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 5, and put that on the Princessities list because that is delicious.
The amount of Injera that they gave the princess just hurts my heart. I'm used to like rolls of Injera as big as this plate, and then 2 more rolls on top of it, and then some on the side. One of the things that we have become absolutely addicted to since moving to Orlando is Ethiopian food. Our favorite place now, Ethiopian, is International Boulevard. If you go there, you tell them that we sent you. He will give me a hard time because we haven't been in there a little bit, but we absolutely love that place. We actually did a video, which the princess will link one of these spots around here somewhere. So first with these lentils, I'm going to try to eat the Injera sparingly as not to be unalived in my sleep by the princess for robbing her of her Ethiopian food of the month. Nice looking juicy lentils. Well, seasonings retain the earthy flavor. Perfectly cooked lentils, not like hard or chew or anything like that. Go down's really easy. Pairs well with the Injera. I don't know if it's my favorite so far, but I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 points.
Next we have this little salad, I guess we'd say, we'll call it. Very delicious. Seasoned very beautifully. I would like a whole portion of that salad. That's pretty delicious. I'm gonna give that a 4 out of 5 salads.
We have little tomatoes, all like olive oil and some cilantro on top of it, some radish and onion in it. Cilantro really comes through. The bright tomato. Also 3 out of 5 plus.
Next we have this leafy stew of some sort. I'm just gonna injera myself up in here. It tastes like warm leaves with like a cashew cream and a lot of nutritional yeast, which I'm not mad at because I love me some nutritional yeast, and it's very palatable. Like for somebody who's never had African food before, that's gonna be something you enjoy. I'm gonna give that a 3.5 out of 5 injeras because that's a good one too.
And we have these stewed greens. It's a wonderful looking sauce. Looks nice and creamy. It's always interesting when it's plant-based. That's a really interesting flavor, like coconut. But super nice and creamy. The veggies shine through. That's probably my favorite so far. I give that a 4 out of 5 plums.
Next we have pickled papaya, which I'm just going to fork this one onto the injera, or spoon I guess I should say. Cheers to the community. Pickled papaya is very interesting. It's not too sweet. It's not too savory. It actually balances with the sourness of the injera very well. I like that a lot. Way more than I expected to like it, so I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5 injeras.
No, it basically looks like when you're looking at it, these are the 3 mains, and then this is really just fixins for whatever you have. So lentils, this, and then the mushroom, and then you have like the pickled. There was pickled papaya. It's more of like a topping to the things than anything by its own, but we're still gonna try it. Ooh. That did not taste at all how I expected it to taste. I think that may be my preferred way for apricots. Apricots by themselves are kind of weird for me, but that is amazing. Papaya. Papaya. A papaya is a little bit weird for me, but this is that's pretty amazing. 4.5 out of 5 flaws. I would eat a whole bowl of that by itself.
I'm gonna get myself a new injera pancake, and I'm gonna try this mushroom wat. We've had many wats here on this channel, mostly at Sanaa. Never a mushroom wat. Interesting to see how this meaty fungi goes. Okay. Now the seasonings are amazing. It tastes almost like a dal with like a nice little kick at the back end. I actually like that. For somebody who doesn't like mushrooms, these aren't like fungi-y. The consistency is okay, so I actually enjoy that. I'm gonna give that also a 4 out of 5 injeras.
Sparingly using the injera, these 2 little pieces left. This definitely needs like a double size thing of the injera. The fact that Princess liked these mushrooms is scary, but inviting. It's almost like a African stir-fry mushroom. 4 out of 5 points.
And then lastly we have this harissa sauce, which is just harissa. I would not usually just put straight harissa on injera. Usually I put like, you know, like kikali cham, Mr. Wat, something good. But here we go. Okay. It's a little light and creamy in the front end, and it's got a nice kick in the back end. I would give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10 on the heat scale. My mouth is definitely burning. I think it's good. The injera, surprisingly, is not as sour as normal injera. It definitely feels like it's watered down some, so it's a little bit more palatable to somebody who's never had African food before. Overall, I'm going to give the dish a 4 out of 5 Ethiopian flags. I'm going to say majority of it is good. The injera, I think, could have a little bit of improvement on it. The lentils are my favorite thing on here. and then maybe the harissa next. Would recommend this dish, but I need more fixins. I feel there's a lot of beautiful things here, but I need more substance. I think there's really only like 3 things on here with substance. I'm definitely going to ask for more injera as well.
This harissa sauce. A little bit left. Ooh, that's my kind of cake. That cake's like, look at the princess already taking her food back. I can't have any more. Ooh, I want that harissa on everything. It starts like a match flick in the front of your mouth and just spreads like wildfire. I love that harissa sauce. I need a harissa sauce that spicy in my life. If you guys know of any, please tell me. But that is a 4.5 out of 5 flawless. I think the only sauce I've tried on Disney property that I like more than that is the Peri Peri off menu at Tanam. That whole plate hit a 4.5 out of 5 flawless for me. If you're plant-based, you're not getting this, just say you're boring already. Here we have a delicious looking lamb shank on a bread of more pureed. I believe it's more like polenta style and pomegranates in the sauce. Hap. I'm assuming I don't even need this knife because the way that it's looking like if you breathed on it too hard, the meat would fall off. And I was right. You don't even need it. Look at that. I've seen suits on old men that don't look this smooth. I need a minute.
He needs a minute with his meat, people.
Okay, I'm back. That was so good. Nice deep flavor without being gamey. Well seasoned lamb. So you don't even need to bite, you don't even need to chew it, it just falls apart. The pomegranates add a nice hint of sweetness on top of the meat. And it just feels like an African drum party in your mouth. I want to give it a 5 out of 5 plus. I do. Like I've already given one dish, this table, a 5 out of 5 plus, and it feels excessive. But it's Jiko. Yeah, it's a 5 out of 5 plus. Let's go on excessive. Who am I kidding? I love it. It's amazing. Super tasty, super deep flavor. If you like lamb, you're gonna love this. And this portion size is massive. I'm gonna struggle on the struggle bus trying to finish this because it is absolutely huge. Huge. Now, because we're celebrating your opening Jiko, I got an enhancement. I got an oxtail enhancement, which is basically on top of like a mixed bean dish. So it's sort of like a cassoulet, but not. Look, deep beans. You get these chunks of the wild boar on top. A nice deep forkful, almost barbecued wild boar. That's good. That's interesting. And very opposing flavors, like the beans, very earthy. Boar, very savory. I like it, but I'm not sure if I'm in love with it. That is a 2.5 out of 5 plus for me. I'm gonna eat it, but I don't think it's my jam. It's not bad. I just don't think it's my jam.
I made a mess with my delicious food, but I also ran out of injera, so like I haven't even had like a fourth of the food and my injera is gone. So what am I supposed to do? Just spoon it? Fork it? That's not how the force works. This is like a great entry for anybody that has never had African food before. This is like a super mild version. Even the injera is not as sour as most injera. So this is like a super mild entry into African spiced food. I think it's great for people that have never had it before, but for somebody like me that eats it like almost weekly, this is kind of sad.
No, actually, I think
I was able to ask for more injera so I could continue my food journey around this plate, but I feel like I'm gonna need, if I really wanted to finish everything on this plate, I would need like 4 more of these. This is only like these pieces of an injera are so tiny that like one, like all of these together equal one actual piece of injera. What are you gonna do? I just finished my second plate of injera and look at how much food I have left. I'll take it home and get more injera at our local Ethiopian places. There's 2 that we love to go to, and they would have more injera than this and would be more sour. This is definitely like a watered down version, which I didn't even think was possible until I came here. But it is more palatable for people that don't like sour bread. This is like the injera for you. But if you do like injera and you love that like sour that usually comes with the traditional injera, this is not the plate for you at all.
So after she gets rewarded by things and stuffing.
So we have these beautiful African jumbrites. We got a nice little hidden Mickey happening right here. I just want to say, because the last time we came here, this is the exact dessert that I got. This is about half the size of the African drum beats that we had in the past. So definitely a portion difference, but like this was always the main piece of the African drum beats, and it's still there. This is like a cold frozen beet in here. It's not ice cream or anything, it's just straight beet. So like I can break it apart here and you can see it's like pink and purple and all that good stuff because it's just straight beet, frozen beet. So I'm gonna eat that with a strawberry and this chocolate crumble and this nice little topping. It tastes exactly like I remember the last time. Very vegan, but also delicious. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 beets. I think Bear's gonna eat more of this dessert than but I really love the innovation of this dessert. This is like one of my favorite like avant-garde desserts on property. Definitely gets you to think.
I sort of expected at this point a size decrease on the dessert, but it feels like an oversized plate at this point. Like, I like the plating as far as like the spread and the little hidden Mickeys and the sauces here. It just feels like too much negative space. Sort of like if you're taking like a photograph of something, it's just not enough subject, too much nothing. That's an artistic thing. Doesn't really affect the flavor. So let's go ahead and get some of this candied beet, sort of candy ice cream sort of deal with some dirt on the side, aka chocolate. A little bit of the sauce, or a lot of it. Thanks, Mickey. I was definitely surprised with the dessert if you've never had it. Because it doesn't taste like traditional beets. It definitely tastes like a candied chocolate dessert. But a really healthy one. The flavors are definitely something unique that you probably won't get most places. So if you're looking for a dessert you probably wouldn't normally try, I definitely get this. Don't let the whole beet thing fool you as far as it feeling like just some like vegetable platter. This tastes like a dessert through and through. And I think it's definitely worthy of the plant-based title without using any sort of like alt milk or anything else like that. It's like right in the middle of the sweet. It goes down well. Definitely a nice shareable after a date night. 4 to 5 plus.
A beautiful blood orange Riandi to send us on our way. Oh my gosh, it melts in your mouth. Oh, that was just not on my beets. Wow, that's amazing. 5 out of 5 blood oranges. This is amazing. Wow, Jiko. Just end on an amazing note.
I'm not gonna say no to a little treat that sends us on our way. It's basically like a blood orange gummy. A little powdered sugar surround.
It just puts this.
Now that's how you do blood orange. Not in some horrible alcoholic beverage just gonna make me want to like toss it into a lake. That good. 4 to 5 plus. It was so nice to finally return to Jiko.
This is a restaurant that we have been begging for a reopen for years.
I promise I won't throw shade for the rest of the month.
It did not disappoint at all.
Yes.
We loved it. We loved each and every meal. Service was great. Food was great. Injera was not as sour, but that's okay. Like, it was good. It was good.
It definitely feels like Jiko. I'm glad to see the menu sort of change and evolve a little bit. I'm glad that it's back. And I can't wait to go back for another time. But I want to know.
What you say, what day?
And the princess got to come out looking like a star. Basically. Like she always does. But
We at Jiko.
and we is full.
Always we jamming.
But I want to know, when's the last time you came to Jiko, or why haven't you been to Jiko? You need to let us know in the comments
Same.
before we go to war like we did with Sanaa. If there's anything else, any other place on Disney property you think beats Jiko, we need to know in the comments.
You wrong,
or somewhere
though.
else you'd like us to go. Yeah, you're definitely wrong. If there's anywhere else like us to go, that's going to be a place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
We have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.
And always we jamming. And if you don't love the Jiko, then Bear's coming for you.
Maybe slightly walking, but
Say
coming
it,
for you all the
say what
same.
you say. Bear's coming for you today.
You heard the girl.
Could be. Who's this risk?